I am live. Folks, I am live. I am live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first night of the extended day. Hope everybody's hanging out and having a good time tonight. I know that I have. It was really great to see the wonderful, beautiful sunshine last for a little longer today. And that's pretty exciting. And I know that makes me feel like any moment now that we're going to have some warm weather. And I am so excited about that. But at the same time, we can talk about some records tonight and some music and cool things like that. So, yeah, let's make it happen, folks. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So what have I been doing? I've been working like crazy on these CDs, folks. And I have so many CDs that I'm working on. And I'm trying to make it happen. I got to pop up my chat right here and watch out for all the wonderful comments. And make it happen in that respect. Yeah. And so, yeah. It's been so exciting talking to people about Record Store Day. And we have the list right here. Right here, Record Store Day. I've been studying it. I've been talking to customers. And we just been having a blast talking about it. And so there we go. Hello, El Camino 71, Daryl. Hope you're doing wonderful. I'm sure that you have wonderful weather where you are, and it's been nice and warm. But I think you said earlier that there were some storms that passed through your area or close to your area. So yeah, there. So Daryl, would you like to join me and let's chat? There's a link up above your name. Well, I'd love to do that. We could talk about the weather or not. So let's see. I got to open up my my pop-up chat. So give me just one moment. There we go. Open it up, please. And I'm at to hit pause. My pop-up. There we go. I hit the pause. Any moment now I can bring up the pop-up. Yeah. El Camino, have you had opportunity to look at the Record Store Day list? Record Store Day list. We have 70s in the forecast, folks, and that makes me excited for this coming week. Tomorrow we're having predicted 70. So what do you know? Here we go. Get my pop-up chat going. Pop out. I say pop up. I'm a child that watched VH1, and we enjoyed those pop-up videos. So there we go. Yeah. So there we go. Hey, El Camino, did you tell me that you were going to a record show? Was that you? I know that Rachel went to a record show, but was it you? Yeah. So I'd like to hear about that. Hey, good evening, Joe. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Adam. Boy, what an interesting night, huh?
It is a beautiful night, and I'm having a beautiful evening surrounded with wonderful music.
Wait a minute. What is that shirt? Never mind the music.
Oh.
Is that a tie-dyed shirt?
Yes, it is.
Fit to be tie-dyed.
I am fit to be tie-dyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. A buddy of mine does these. He's been doing them for years. And so occasionally I'll just order a box full of stuff and I put them out there for sale.
Your hair looks really good right now. Did you brush it?
Oh, man, I have been brushing my hair, just like Elizabeth Montgomery Samantha did before she went to bed. But thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I do that show, Talk More Talk, and I have to meet with these guys about 45 minutes or so for a chat, for a meeting kind of thing, and then I should be back if you're still going to be on. So I'm gonna have to drop out a little bit, but I was hoping somebody could do it. You know what I'm saying. If somebody can do
Yeah,
a chat.
absolutely. I've been contemplating the wonderful weather and
Oh,
waiting for the sun and the moon to line up just right and make the day even better. And it's coming in alignment right now. So here we are.
yeah, it's starting to align. It makes sense.
And you know what? I enjoyed listening to your girlfriend talk today. I really
Oh,
did.
that's right. You were there. You were there. Yeah, that was a
I
lot of
was
fun.
there. Yeah. I was busy. The shop was open. We had a lot of people here, but
Yeah, oh,
it was
sure.
great to hear you and her talking back. So
Well, busy is good, right?
busy is good. It's a little strange because as soon as this is released, things slow down. I don't know if that happens with your store.
Yeah, I've heard about that. That
And then
doesn't. I don't understand.
I think all retailers experience a difference in the because of the coronavirus uh, being trending in the news. I think all retailers are expecting some stuff happening there. Hey, I think there's T right there. Is this T? Uh, it hasn't shown up in the chat yet, Joe. I'll pop it up.
T?
But her name is T. Teresa T.
Oh, I don't know who
Hey,
that is.
hey. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. I just want
Auctions
to make
for
sure
you.
you're T, correct? She does some cool auction stuff, and
Oh,
Joe, yeah, this is T, and she's up in your neck of the woods, but she's moving closer to me. She's moving to South Carolina if
oh,
things go as planned for her. So she's
that's good.
escaping the cold weather
Oh,
and
sure,
she's escaping the high taxes.
sure. I could understand that. In a few
Yeah,
years, me too.
yeah, absolutely. And I thought about you when she was sharing all of that information on her channel. She does some live YouTube auctions, and
Oh,
I've been enjoying those. And she's a wonderful host, and it's always a pleasure to hear her. Yeah.
yeah.
What
That's
about
not
you,
a
Joe?
bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I am escaping. Here we go. Here we go.
Long Island taxes.
Yeah, and I mean, I pay taxes. I pay property taxes, and when she talked about the prices of hers, I was like, oh, I would have that would I, I could have 2 dozen houses, and I don't think I would pay that much money for what she's paying for one house.
Uh-huh.
And so there we go. Yeah, yeah. So you guys are getting ready for Talk More Talk, which is tomorrow night.
Well, yeah, tomorrow night, but they just have to see there's a new the service that Kit uses is they changed something. She just wants to do a test to see if it works.
Yeah, yeah. $16,400 this year, and she said it online, so I don't think I'm sharing anything that's not public. But
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think she has a wonderful house with not a large plot of land. So anyway,
yeah. Well, I don't have a house. I don't know how anybody can have a house. Some of these places, the prices are just crazy with taxes and things.
yeah, yeah. Oh, here comes Music Chatter. Music Chatter, how are you doing tonight? Um, so Music Chatter auction for you. Her name is T, which is short for Teresa, and she's going to be moving close to you, Music Chatter. So I want you to take care of her and help her and her husband out as much as you can. I purchased two the Beatles Blue UK pressing state, one in shrink and the second non-shrink vinyl mint, inexpensive. Bata, congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Music Chatter. That's El Camino. El
El
Camino's in
Camino.
Florida. I am so sorry. Yeah, and I think, yeah, El Camino. I am so sorry. I got that confused with here's Music Chatter. I thought I did see him.
Uh,
Oh
Music
my, under
Chatter.
the moonlight. Yes, yes, yeah. So Music Chatter, T, she's moving close to you. So it would be nice if you could reach out your hand and do something to you. Yeah. Hey Joe, I think I've told you about the private comments and
Oh
how
yeah.
you can look at those.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. Own it, own it,
No,
own it, own it,
I
own
could.
it.
How do I respond? I'm going to respond to that.
If you like to respond, you can just text it in the little chat,
Okay, I'm
in the
on.
private chat. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Search or type web address. Where I'm typing though, it says search or type web address. I don't know. I don't want to like.
You may not be in the right place then. Search or
But
type.
I was able to read. Now I got to try to get back to the screen. If I can't get back to the screen.
Yeah. Hey, I see that Doc Dacus is here. Doc Dacus, would you like to join us tonight? I would like you to be my. I lost Joe. I think Joe hit the button by mistake. Doc, would you like to join us? I would be honored to have you come and hang out with me tonight and chat. I sure would. Mr. Moonlight. Yeah. I know, Doc, that I think you have to work tomorrow, so it might be a little close to your going to bed time, but it'd be cool to say hi for a few moments. So Wednesday, I have an opportunity to purchase a tremendous lot of music, 1,500 LPs, 500 CDs, and a few special pieces. You know, T, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. I'll be glad to give you any pointers that I possibly can. And when you're there present, I would be glad to help you in any way I can. If you go to my YouTube channel,
Doc.
My information
Hello,
there.
hello, Adam.
And you can just search me all over the place. You can get my contact information. Hello, Doc. How are you doing tonight? Thank you so much.
And you're right. I only have about a half hour to spend. So
that's totally cool. Half hours with you is better.
Yeah, I have a half hour. Then I'm going to come back. Hopefully, after the half hour is still on. But,
hello, Richard. How are you doing? And then we have James Byers. Hello, James Byers. How are you?
all just flooding in here all at once.
Yeah,
I think Adam, would be a good idea. What you were saying before, just that don't let any, other things go in. But anyway, if you know what I'm saying, it's like in code.
I don't think so, but you're welcome to say it in a different way, Joe. Perfect. Thank you so much. You're so welcome to anything I can do to help you out. I would be happy.
Maybe Adam has an extra copy of Light of Day in his store there.
Oh, Light of Day.
Yeah.
Light of Day?
Did you happen to watch my video?
I just came from it.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I had an idea to make a video. I couldn't think of anything, and I wanted to get in your chat earlier. Oh, I did get in your chat briefly, Doc Dacus.
Yeah,
I was briefly in there, but I couldn't stay. This is an awkward. If I knew how to use the private thing, I would, but I don't really know how to use it because I've heard a lot of nasty things being said by this guy, and. Sorry, folks. I want this to be nice, but he says a lot of nasty things. Like if I don't agree with anybody, I block them. There's plenty of people I don't agree with. I don't agree with people all the time. It's just nasty people that I have to block. And I've given nice guy many chances. People know that. And he called me a video Nazi. I have to say it. I'll get off this, but I had to say it. So I don't want anything. I don't want to talk to that guy. But anyway.
Richard Dolan, would you like to step in for a little bit? Doc, I appreciate the opportunity for you to let me come into your chat this afternoon. When you had a special guest come in, I said goodbye, and I hope you had a wonderful chat. I have to protect myself and protect my channel and protect my family and protect my stores. And yeah.
Understood. It's an awkward situation, but it'll straighten. It'll straighten out.
You're more than welcome, Doc, and I appreciate you stopping by. How are you doing tonight, Richard? I thought you were doing a live chat tonight.
It really didn't work out.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Richard had a chat on the side.
Now this looks really interesting. I would love to go with her to look at these records, cassettes, 7 inches, CDs. Oh, right up my alley.
Woohoo! You're going to see a lot of pricing after that one.
Well, that would be true, but it's not me, Mick. It's not me, Doc. It's her name is T. Sorry. Yeah. Doc, do you have time change in Canada like we do here?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. And I hope you.
It's 8:29 p.m. right here, so
Will it be hard to go to sleep tonight?
yes, probably.
Well, you call me up and I'll sing in your ear. Yeah.
Want to hear some Mr. Moonlight? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How are you doing tonight, Joe?
Oh, I had a good rant subject for tonight. It was a funny story. We went out to eat, and I'm trying to do well. I've been doing very good. I lost like 6 pounds in a week, so I'm doing really well. So I said I'm not going to have any bread. So we went to eat. I decided to have I asked for a tuna salad platter. With peppers, whatever, just tomatoes. So the girl brings me a sandwich, tuna sandwich. And I said, I asked you for a platter, not a sandwich. And the bread is toasted. It's on rye. If it was a sandwich, I would have said toasted on rye. I just said tuna. So she said, oh, I'm sorry. So she goes and brings me another platter. And this time I eat it, and it doesn't taste like tuna. It's shrimp salad platter. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? Come on,
I'll let you know tomorrow how my Sunday was. We still got a wonderful Sunday ahead of me, and so I'm looking forward to that. So how was the shrimp salad, Joe? Was it good?
It wasn't bad. I said to them, see, the thing is, you got to understand. Let me explain that. I'll get to that question for a minute. The whole thing is, despite the way I act in the videos and everything, I do not want trouble. I do not want anybody to spit in your food. So I try to be nice about it. I don't. But I was in a mood. So I'm like, I couldn't help it. I said, I did not order this. Okay, I ordered. So this time I was a little animated. When I get the shrimp salad, I'm eating. I'm like, man, this doesn't taste like tuna. This tuna is not good. Chicken is not. And I look, I see shrimp in it. It's a shrimp salad. So I told her, and she says, oh, okay. So I hear her say to the cook, get me a scoop of tuna salad, quick, get me a scoop. So she brings over an extra scoop of tuna. Now I've already eaten half of the shrimp. She goes, here's another. I said, look, I'm trying. I don't understand any of her business. I said, I'm trying to eat better. I said, I don't want to eat the tuna salad and the shrimp salad. I just wanted to, I'll eat the shrimp. It's fine, But nobody's listening. Nobody's paying attention. I even pointed to it in the menu. I said, right here, I said, at the beginning, I said, I'll take the tuna salad platter, please. I'm pointing to it. And if she's going to bring you a sandwich, don't you usually say you want it on white or whole wheat or rye or toasted or not toasted? Why did you give me a toasted sandwich on rye? I certainly didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
I didn't write any of this down either.
I think you're right there, James. I'm a little careful there.
So am I. So yeah. I don't usually. That's why I said I prefaced that by saying I don't usually do that. I'm trying to think with my head, But this time I just was a little animated, and I watched. I kept an eye, on the window was right there where the food goes in and out. I'm like, nothing happened, But
will you go
anyway,
back?
say again.
But will you go back?
No, and this is a place we don't go. We never go to this place. It was just I had a bright idea to try this different place.
Yeah.
So
there we go. Did she call you a salad Nazi?
No. But that's what some people think that,
Yeah. Comps are a great way to discover some music sometimes. That's for sure. Thank God for K-Tel. Hello, Greg.
Hey, Greg, man.
How are you?
Yeah, K-Tel's good, but they do edit songs sometimes.
They do, yeah. And the groups are this close together.
How you doing, Dalton?
That's how they fit 22 songs on an album. They're all like 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's like a sound bite.
Yeah. So but yeah. Oh, let's see. Hello, JD Thompson. Jill, how are you tonight?
Yeah. Hey, JD.
How you doing, Dalton?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, hello, Richard. I'm sorry you asked me how I was doing. I told you the story, but hello, Richard. By the way, formally.
How's your lovely girlfriend doing tonight, Joe?
Oh, she's just dandy. Everything's good.
Good.
Everything's good. That was a lot of fun, and talking about the singing.
Yeah.
You know, you know your stuff, that's for sure. When it comes to singing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very cool. And one of the things I'm going to do, hopefully before I go to bed, is to see if I can find that Fest for Beatles Only and hear you go.
May I please do this? I have to do this. Nice guy Mick says, hello, Joe, and everybody. I appreciate that, Mick. We're trying to get along. I want to get along with everybody. The thing I don't understand is I see you in other chats bad-mouthing me, and I don't want to sound like, trivial stuff. And nobody says anything in the chat. No offense to anybody here, but, nobody does anything. It's like, it's not true, like I said, this stuff you're saying, Joe only listens to the Beatles. That's not nonsense. I haven't listened to Sgt. Pepper in 3 years. I don't listen to just the Beatles. I listen to other things. And what else can I tell you? I like other music. You think I don't? And I'm just not obsessed with collecting it as much as I do the Beatles. That's all. And I just want to set that straight. And the last thing that I'm trying to do here in Adam's chat or anything, if you just allow me this indulgence, is I really like coming here because for the most part we're going to keep it about, the music and fun stuff and not personalized bickering. But I just had to say it. I feel like you're not sincere, Mick. That's all I mean, What can I say? And I don't block people when they disagree. If I did, I'd be blocking everybody. People disagree. Richard doesn't like chaos and creation in the backyard. Richard doesn't like.
Me and Joe hardly ever agree on anything.
I mean, really,
But we're friends.
Did you know Richard doesn't like A Day in the Life?
Oh, yes. Oh, you know what? I'm blocking you, Richard. That's it. You don't like A Day in the Life? Oh, I got to block you. What's that? You don't like Yoko? You say, I got to block you. It's a matter of how people handle themselves. If you be nice, if you be friendly, we can agree respectfully, disagree respectfully. That's all.
Well, here's a response, Joe. I was only fooling to see if you were doing it.
Oh, I see. Oh, God. Anyway, the Andy Kaufman.
Richard Dolan, I could care less if you like that song or not because I'm going to listen to something I enjoy listening to. And if I share it with you and you like it, that's cool. If not, I'll share something else with you, sir.
I remember I was watching a chat where you and a friend, Richard will say, a friend were saying about how, for example, if it wasn't for Pet Sounds, obviously there'd be no Sgt. Pepper. Which is could be true. It's probably true, but you forget is if it wasn't for Rubber Soul, that would have inspired Brian Wilson to do Pet Sounds.
Hey,
I
Paul.
think it's great.
Hello, Paul.
I thought of Paul, and I thought of everybody. Friday, a customer came in. I'm going to show you what they asked me. Where is it?
And in the meantime, we have to get to Richard to like the monkeys.
Hey.
I love the monkeys.
Oh, I love the monkeys.
Customer came in and saw this on the wall, and they said, "Do you have this in hardback?"
What is
Paperback
that?
Writer. Is that the lyric sheet?
Yeah, it's the music.
The music, yeah.
How much do you want for that?
Richard, I don't even know. I haven't even thought about selling it. I want to play it.
Might be a price.
I can get a piano up here so I can play it. So I can be a piano paperback writer player.
I'm a musician. You should sell that to me before you go. I'm a musician.
Okay, Richard,
I don't want it.
It's got one sharp. What key is it in?
What?
It's got one sharp. What key is it in?
That's pretty high. I'm going to say F.
Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Paul? Thanks for stopping by.
Was that right?
Most people think of Andy, but he wasn't. He did.
Wow.
I think he had a different platform.
My girlfriend Richard could use that. She's a singer. I think she needs that sheet music. I'm going to buy it for her. I don't need it.
But I'll let. If she wants it, then your girlfriend thinks paperback writer.
Oh no, but I'll tell you, it's funny. They did have Choir had a Beatles thing about 4 years ago. I should have recorded it. They did a choir doing Beatles songs and solo Beatles songs in a choir. It was really interesting.
Well, Richard, did you tell Joe what I was going to be auctioning Tuesday night at the auction? Did you tell him?
No, what are you
Oh
auctioning?
my stars! Should I give him a little preview, Joe? Richard, should I give Joe a little preview?
I don't know what you're talking about, so
I'd like a preview.
Yeah. I gave a little tease the other night, Richard. You remember on my live chat?
Oh
you
yeah,
get that fit to be tie-dye shirt.
On my live chat, you did. Yeah.
Aha! Here they are.
Yeah, I want them.
I had to hide them.
Wait a minute. Like, let's see if I need them. Oh, I think I have them already.
I had to hide them. People be like trying to buy them, and I was like, I'm going to have them for the night off. All right, you ready? Everybody ready? Let's see if I'm
sure.
By the way, Adam, did everything go through okay? Yes, it is. And tomorrow your package is being sent out. No, yeah. So there we go. This is a really 87 cents.
Oh, I have that.
Alright, he has that, and I can get it.
Well, what's that?
Elephant.
Oh, I don't think Richard wants that.
I don't need that.
They were such a good band, though, Richard. You might enjoy them.
I like Mongoose.
Oh, they're not the band Mongoose. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
Come ride the little train that is rolling down the track to the junction. Yeah, baby. I want. If you have, you can't do that. I need that. That one. That's the same cover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have those, but those are pretty. If I didn't have them, I'd be auctioning.
Hey, Richard, would you say cuckoo cuckoo?
Cuckoo choo.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. I want that.
What song do you like better, Hello Goodbye or I Am the Walrus?
I Am the Walrus.
You like it better?
Although, Hello Goodbye always has a special place in my heart because...
Oh, I love Hello Goodbye. But it's funny because I'll never forget John says, and you believe that's the B-side? He said, John said, they wouldn't even give me the A-side. You believe that?
Because Paul opened with that when I saw him back in 2002 after I met him. So that always has a special place.
Hey, Rich, I was on your chat, and I guess my comments were not readable, so I tried to join.
I'll show you something I bought today if I can find it.
Is that one of them Tolly releases?
This is, let's see. Yes, it is.
Ding, ding,
You
ding.
win it. Ding, 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 ding. I wish I asked the sound effects. Oh, Doc, I don't think you were here when we were doing the executive decision maker, and so we might ask Doc.
I got a question for that too.
Okay, cool. Okay, go ahead, Joe. What did you find?
No, this is. I don't know if I can.
Oh, hey, you're making my mouth water, Joe. I've been wanting those things for 15 years.
Oh, look, it's autographed too.
Yeah, I finally got it, John.
How much you pay for that? Those things are expensive.
Yeah. Well, the way I look at it is, all right. So it's the price of a dinner. We go out. You go out to a restaurant or something. I mean, this is with you forever. It doesn't come out going the East River. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
I'm gonna go see if it's the same. It's not the same series I have. I have a different one. Yeah,
I could have got the whole. I could have got the whole set of them for $250. I didn't have money. I wish I could have did that.
Well, that's a good price.
Yeah, it didn't have.
Tanner.
Hi, Tanner Johnson. I've been wondering where you've been. Actually, I haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, Tanner.
Me too. And then I have this one. This is on the Tolly label.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite picture sleeve.
Oh,
one
cool.
of them.
Is this also the sleeve that showed the Frank Ifield?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Thanks,
VJ.
Greg. Say what?
It's all VJ stuff. They had the same artwork. They just spread it around.
Yeah.
And they use the name Tolly sometimes versus VJ.
Same company.
It would probably be easier and cheaper to try and find them individually, huh, Joe?
I don't think so. I think if you do better if you buy 4, I think. But that's what I'm worried. All I need is George now, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's good. You need that, Richard. Although I do have that too.
I'm not an Elvis collector. I like Elvis.
I understand. Adam Davis.
Hello, Adam Davis. How are you doing tonight? Let's see. Mick says, see my comment. Good deal, Joe. Or maybe, I am the worst single. I am the worst. Good deal, Joe. Yeah.
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
Good deal. Davis.
Just wanted to say, Doc,
Black Label.
this is a bit Black Label for that. I think I have that one. When it comes to Elvis, I forget which ones I have. Doc, I just want to say a quick sorry about talking code kind of. I'm sorry. I saw you had I don't know if it was your first stream the other night, and I'm sorry. I watched it and then I saw the end. It was crazy.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't. It's hard. It's hard when that happens. I know.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you get away with it, because even today I had about 5 of them in a row, but still.
And I've been made aware by someone that one of them is now trolling me. So
yeah, somebody came on and mentioned him by name.
Well, I was telling Richard, be mindful of people when they're on your chat and they look down and they're constantly doing this because.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't want to derail things. I should keep doing, but I don't know how else to talk to Doc. So,
I'm kind of worried now, though.
Tomorrow morning. No, tomorrow's Sunday.
The main thing is not to engage if at all possible, not even to reference amongst like I'm doing now. You don't even like it.
Man, I'm just worried they're not like a threat to me, are they?
Just use that can of troll away.
Yes.
Take care, Paul.
Yes. So, yeah, they derailed it. So anyway, what else? It's like when these things come, I'm trying to save for the Beetle Fest. I'm trying to save money for the Beetle Fest, and then I thought, well, what's the difference if I find this today at my store or whether I find it at the fest?
And if you find that would be a higher price.
Damn it. That was at your store. If I would have called that up, if I would have called up before you would have got that. If I had called up before you were there, I would have got that.
Oh, I doubted you were holding this for me. I knew about it earlier in the week.
Well, that's cool. So, do you have more that goes with that series, Joe?
Well, I have Paul and Ringo. I don't know if I still have it anymore. I had an extra Paul at one point. Seriously, I did. I'm not kidding. But I don't know if I might have sold that or some other stuff. I'm not sure if I still have it.
I'm going to show you the one I have. Maybe you can tell me which series this is. I don't think this is one you have there, but I'm going to
okay. Well, Mr. Beatles Pro is the real expert.
The Remcos are pretty rare. The Remco.
And this is what they call a hard body one. Some of them are like soft, and some of this is like a, solid one.
I forget which ones I had a chance to buy for $250. That was the only time I ever saw any.
Well, they must be different series or something. If one saw it hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one says McFarlane.
No, that's a newer one.
Oh no! Those. Yeah, those are the newer ones. I think they're from the '90s. I think
they're from the '90s.
And what year is yours, Joe?
Well, this is a '64 or 5.
Oh my stars! You're kidding me.
Yeah, that's from 1964.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, this is from the vintage. I mean, I have that the yellow, the one you showed. I have those too. I mean, I'm not generally much on retro stuff. But it depends. Like those are cool. Like those ones you're showing. Those are really nice. The Yellow Submarine figures. So those I have. But you can't get everything. So you pick what you want.
Absolutely.
Joe's going to go and I'm buying that McCartney record store they released. on April 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Kiss Doll. And I don't know the Remco toy.
That's
I don't remember. Apparently they weren't around very long, but they did a bunch of artists and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tanner. They're going to be part of my Tuesday night auction. If you'd like to tune in, you can. Joe, is there a certain name with your doll? Action figure doll?
Not Joe, damn it.
Remco?
Remco.
Oh, it is the Remco. Okay, got you.
Remco.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, those
I
things
think
are
Paul
hard
has
to find.
very big feet.
It's also hard to find these with the instruments because a lot of times over the decades, they've lost them. Like the guitar is on here,
Hey, Rachel, how are you?
They come off,
Yeah.
Wow.
So to have them intact with the instrument is good, but
They wouldn't be reproductions, would they?
well, that's the other thing. I mean, this thing looks pretty darn old. I mean,
I don't think that's a reproduction. Just you showing it up on the screen. I don't think it's a reproduction.
But then again, there was something about I got to remember, like the hand. I'm trying to remember how you can tell. I thought the hands, like you see, well, it's hard to do here.
It's just that we don't want a repeat of the soapbox fiasco.
Yeah, I know. The hands are black in the back. I think that's right. I think. I don't know. I mean,
I'm glad.
These things pretty good.
I'm glad I let you have that, Joe.
This is for you, Joe.
The original packaging. The original packaging is really hard to come by.
The original packaging is worth more than the actual dolls, I think, isn't it?
Yes, I have. What they tend to do is they tend to make reproduction boxes.
You can't win. You don't know.
And I mean, reproduction boxes where you don't even know they're repros, but people use them anyway because it's hard to get them in the real boxes, so they look so good that they put them in fake boxes. I have one for Paul, a Paul one, but
well, very cool. Good from a walk. Very cool, Rachel. Let's just say at the time, most of what Remco made was for boys, so they had to change a couple things for girls so kids and their parents wouldn't complain. All right. Very cool.
I wanted it all anyway. You can tell it's Mattel. It's swole.
And I see that Evil Knievel is coming back this year.
Evil Knievel.
Yeah, the little motorcycle you put in.
One too.
And he'll go.
Oh yeah, okay.
Didn't they do a McJagger one too?
A Mick Jagger, are you from Evil Doll?
No, a McJagger Remco doll.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They just used a Frankenstein doll for that from Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Petticoat.
Paul's already left. Paul's already left. Paul showed up on a live chat the other day, and he was wearing a Famous Monsters T-shirt. And behind him, in his curio cabinet, he had a lot of the Beatles. And so maybe one day he'll share some of that stuff on his live stream.
Yep, I'm at 60 subscribers now.
Congratulations, Richard.
Yeah. Hopefully none of them are trolls.
Yeah, I had the fascination game. We got that. I remember that.
Fascination.
It was like you had a maze, like on a disc, not a disc, but like a platter. You had to move the platter to get the ball around the maze in a certain amount.
That sounds familiar. I think I remember that.
Yeah, and you had two of them, so two people could race against each other, and whoever got their ball to the end made the tower light up.
I'll have to do that. I know that you guys have to leave soon, but would someone like to ask a couple questions? And how it works is that this is the executive decision maker. You have to ask the question out loud, then I press the button. Joe,
yes,
you want to go to
question? Yes,
well,
I have a question.
What question? I can't read it if I'm supposed to read it.
You can ask any question, and this executive decision maker will give you an answer.
Any question?
Any question?
All right, here we go. Am I destined to win the lottery?
You heard that.
Okay, what is it?
Never.
Oh no!
Doc, your
I have
turn.
a question. I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Richard.
Will I get accepted to Georgetown Music Festival?
It's time for a positive response now.
Oh, you got something?
Why not?
Yeah.
Doc?
All right, why not? I'll take that.
Yeah. So if you guys have a question, just get into the chat.
Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good to ask one because it gave a never and a why not. So next one's got to be positive. That's how I think. That's the way my mind works.
Good night, James Byers.
James Byers.
Okay, Doc, your turn. Doc, do you have a question?
Oh, I'm thinking so hard.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah, I know my head's just no.
It does remind me of the Magic 8 Ball, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Why not? Poor Joe. Never.
That's okay because I want health over lottery, but I'm not going to ask about health.
Yeah. Tom, you're
Always say that.
welcome to ask a question too.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Tom's here.
Tom Hunyadi, I don't want to go on the Talk More Talk thing. I'm having too much fun over here.
Talk More Talk isn't until tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to do a meeting.
Jill, would you like to ask a question? Oh, here we go.
Me?
Jill, ask if the
Jill.
Beatles will get back together.
Now we know if it's real or not. Go ahead, ask.
Yeah, really.
This is that's impossible. We know it's real.
Which you get?
Why not?
Oh, forget it.
How
I feel like
technically-
William
wait a
Shatner on
minute.
Twilight
Paul,
Zone.
Paul and Ringo are still alive, so
Well, now we know it's fake.
how about if Ringo will ever come out with a new album?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because that's kind of dicey there.
ask it if Paul McCartney will relive or will
Why not?
All right, I got one. I have a good one.
That's the
Will
answer.
Richard Dolan ever start to love Yoko Ono?
Ooh,
Never.
never.
If it says possibly, then we know that.
Definitely.
Oh, this,
Oh, I
that thing
knew it. I knew it.
That thing is fake. That thing is
I knew it. You only faking. I knew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are any new Janis Joplin CDs coming out?
Why not?
Definitely.
Ah,
Will-
Will
Oh,
Paul
I had a good one. I
McCartney,
can't say.
will Paul McCartney reissue Egypt Station again?
Oh, here we go. Will my RSD store, will I get my RSD store down to 6 or less? Why not?
make it tougher, why not?
Will Paul McCartney reissue Egypt Station again?
Will Ringo ever come out with a new album? Why not?
And he did.
That thing always says, "Why not?"
Is Elvis Presley still alive?
Oh, I know he is. He was in my store.
Ask again. Is Elvis Presley still alive?
Definitely.
Definitely.
I told you. I met him. I got a scarf from him.
Is Jim Morrison still alive?
Ever found a genuine lasting love, romance, and marriage? That's a tough one. I hope it doesn't destroy my machine. Ask again.
Oh, it's
I don't know if
well.
it means ask the same question or ask a different question.
I think he wants you to ask the same question again.
Okay. Well, Mike, actually ever find genuine lasting love, romance, and marriage?
Sure,
That's
you want to
what I-
ask?
This is what I should have asked.
It says possibly.
Okay, that's good. Well, I'm gonna have to say do for a little bit. I want to come back later.
Okay, cool. Good
All right,
night,
guys.
Joe.
I hope to be back, though. So let's see.
Go on.
Bye, Joe.
No,
Be nice to your girlfriend.
I'll love her too. Doc, did you
Yeah.
enjoy the extra sunshine today?
No, I was
I'm
inside. I was inside.
You inside dealing with trolls.
Inside the house. What was I watching? Something Disney-ish.
Disney.
We'll be back. Okay, Tom. We'll be back. Disney-ish.
Disney-ish. You know, they opened that new ride in Disney World, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Okay.
Mickey stuff.
There
So I
you
was
go.
watching that. So even with extra sunshine, I
And with Muffy.
must watch YouTube.
So I'm going to let
Muffy.
Tanner know that on Tuesday, Tanner, I'm doing my auction, and these will be part of the auction. So if you'd like to tune in on Tuesday, it's at 7 p.m. East Coast time. You're more than welcome to join. And these will be out for auction.
How's Muffy doing?
Huh? Oh,
Richard's asking about Muffy. I threw her in the back bedroom. She's sleeping again.
be back later. All right.
But I have to go too. It's 9 o'clock. 9 bells.
All right. It's good to see you, Doc. Thanks for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you soon, okay?
Okay, take care, everyone.
All right.
Bye,
See ya.
chatters. See ya.
Bye.
Someone said, "Mickey, bye." I think he said something about Walt Disney World or something like that. I got some good sunshine yesterday morning, but it was still cold. Yes. Yeah, it's still cool here.
And then
Greg,
there
you
was
will be back
two.
later. I don't know. I got to get to know you, Greg, man. I don't even know who you enjoy listening to or what.
He subscribed to my channel. Greg Man subscribed to my channel.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, I hope he subscribes to me.
Well,
Yeah.
and then there were two.
Oh, this is for you, Richard.
Richard, have you lost more weight? I think I have. I don't get weight till like Wednesday, so but I think I have.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that, Mike. Absolutely, I'll be glad to. Looks like you got a new sub today from nice guy Mick. Hey. Yeah.
Oh, you
Let's see.
subscribed, Mick.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Mick subscribed. Cool, thank you, Mick.
Ace Frehley exclusive RSD exclusive Ace Frehley record. Darn it. I only have so much money to spend, Adam. Should I spend it on that? Here's what I'm thinking about, folks. You tell me if this is a good idea or not. I'm thinking about only ordering Pink Floyd, the Beatles, Widespread Panic, and the Grateful Dead. You know, family. I'm thinking about spending all my money on those titles. Do you think that's a good idea? Some people were talking about this and that and this and that. I've been listening. I just don't see myself bringing in Destiny's Child. But I'm looking for the Ace right now. Ace Frehley. Is it a Record Store Day first release, Adam? I'm still not. Oh, here it is. Ace Frehley and the Witch Fingers, Sidewalk, Greenway, 500 are made. It is a Record Store Day. Somebody snatched up Richard. He's gone. So it's a Record Store Day first release, Adam. And so that means it will be around later. Please, I will buy. Well, I cannot hold. I cannot reserve. I cannot pre-sell. Jill thinks that's a bad idea? Well, Jill, there's not any Bee Gees. I'll probably go to my local store for RSD. He only carries a few titles, which I guess is a good thing. So I don't make rent. Well, yeah. I mean, I wish I had. I'm not going to mortgage my house just to get Record Store Day titles. Nothing wrong with that approach. Best to have a plan of action. Well, Rachel, have you looked at the RSD list? And I haven't even looked at the Canada list. No Destiny Child. That's what I was looking at. Yeah. I want the Pretenders live. Oh my stars. Well, I figured if I spent all my money on Beatles, Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead, and Widespread Panic, whatever doesn't sell, I can sell on the following day on eBay. Richard says, I actually signed out. Can I have a link? Absolutely. It's huge. The list is huge. Richard wants a link. If I can get, well, Rachel, yeah, I want to hear what you saw that you like, even if it's you haven't looked at everything. I will get one or two. That's a good idea. Yeah. Richard signed out. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Well, you know, Jill, when you get your list together, I would like to see it, and that goes for everybody. I'm curious as to what people would like. I mean, I think it's a wonderful list. I think there is a lot of variety on here for different genres of people. And so there we go. Richard, you're making me dizzy. There's an Elton John. Did I miss that?
There's an Elton John.
There's an Elton John. Well, that's what Jill was saying. I'm looking for it now. I mean, I want the Sweet Relief, Victoria Williams. I want that one. I have it on CD. Okay, Elton John. Gosh.
Henry.
I want the Pale Saints. I want the Charlatans UK. His first album? Oh, I wonder what the cover's going to be. My records can breathe. What did you, Elton John, Elton John, Elton John. Elton John, Elton John. Well, Jill, do we know it's colored vinyl? Gosh, Jill, that's a tough one. Hey, Kimba, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I remember, Mike, you said that you were getting a new thing and it had arrived. So did you get it together? Well, I'd like to see an image of it. I'd like to do a video and show us your new new shelf and how it looks and post it on YouTube. So what's the deal with Ace Frehley? So the Ace Frehley is Record Store Day first release, meaning it's released on that day. It's not a limited, I'm gonna read it for you right here, make sure I read it correctly. It's not a exclusively for Record Store Day release. It's a first Record Store Day first release, meaning that's the first day it's released. Yeah. So yeah, so typically what happens is that we'll see those again, but the Record Store Day exclusives, we may not see them again. But sometimes they're released on black vinyl if it's a colored or something. Kimba. Hello, everybody. Mike McCank. Your shirt reminds me of the Bible story about Joseph and ancient Jesus. Oh, yeah. I'm sure they were tie-dyeing it like crazy. You're right, Jill. It may be just exclusive first day release Record Store Day. But, you know, I have to think about that, too, and look at the list. Oh, yeah. When you see it, Kimba, you'll see a lot of feet. You get to know what the coolest shoes that are being worn in Canada. Okay, yeah. Here we are. Richard's gone. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. I'm gonna turn on some music because it's quiet in here. And let's see if Paul can talk to everybody. Hello, my name is Paul. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see where I am. Tie-dye is cool. I had a couple. First time I learned how to do tie-dye was when I was stuck in the hospital as a teenager. I tell you one thing, go to the hospital, tie-dye, what could be better? I'm gonna pop on this cassette. There we go. So I got some sleep last night, but I'm looking forward to going to bed. I won't be able to stay up late tonight. Sorry. Yeah, so tell me, guys, what you've been playing this weekend. I'd like to know. Oh, and the other person who won the last 7 records you played lives in the area, and they called me up and says, "Hey, I want," and I said, "Congratulations," but I don't think they stopped by yet. But when they do, they get to shop locally. And then Chris, who won the last 7 records, stopped by, did a video. We did FaceTime, and he had the opportunity to go shopping. And then Music Chatter won, and we did FaceTime. He had an opportunity to go shopping. And the guy who won the $70 gift certificate, haven't heard from yet. Let's see. The only thing better would not being in the hospital. Yeah, I can understand that. Most of your teens, you probably got to know the nurses really well. I'm sure you did. Yeah. Well, that's behind us. Oh my, it's a bit underwhelming because I couldn't film people, but hopefully some of the energy was captured. Rachel, I don't even ask. I just whip out my camera. And a lot of people, they get a GoPro and they put it right here on their chest. They have a little strap and everything. And some people have a GoPro on their hats. They just walk in and do it. They don't even ask. But anyway. Oh yeah, I had a crush on all of them. Well, there you go. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, Rachel, I'm looking forward to checking out your video and to see what cool records you found. So there we go. I placed a pretty big order with one of my distributors, not far from you, Richard. Are you asleep, Richard?
No.
Can anybody hear Richard?
Hello?
Richard, I cannot hear you. Why don't you go out and come back in?
Can you hear me now?
I still can't hear you, Richard. You know how to do it right, Adam. Yeah, it's easier to say I'm sorry than to ask permission sometimes. Yes, we hear him. You hear Richard, but you don't hear me? Is that correct, Rachel? You hear Richard, but you don't hear me? You hear Richie. Richie, why don't I hear you, Richie? Richie? I can hear both. Hi, Richard.
Can you hear me now, Adam?
Something's going on. I'm not hearing Richard. Oh, I'm sorry, Richard. I forgot what happened. Richard, may I explain what happened?
Sure.
Okay. So right now I'm using my iMac. Here's my iPad I'm not using. Here's my iPhone. Oh, I'm not using. Okay. And then my iMac, I have iTunes, but I also have this little Bluetooth adapter. And so I turn on my Bluetooth and the adapter's behind here, and I tell my receiver to play Bluetooth. And so I went to put on a cassette, so I changed from Bluetooth to cassette. And so I couldn't hear you. So I'm sorry, Richard. I am so sorry. But thank you guys for helping me with that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's called recordstoreday.com, recordstoreday.com. And I think for Rachel, it's recordstoreday.ca. Yeah. Last thing I listened to was the band, The Last Waltz. I'm excited to see We Once Were Brothers at the Rialto. I don't know about We Once Were Brothers. Tell me about that, Adam. And when you come up, I hope you come up a couple hours early so you can come hang out with me. We can hear you both clear. Thank you, Rachel. Nice guy, Adam. Do you know that in the last waltz, just before Neil Young came out? Yeah. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I never knew that he did coke. So that his nose looked normal instead of all white. Oh my stars. Yeah. And so Rachel, I like to visit the recordstoreday.ca and I like to visit the recordstoreday.uk and see what different titles you guys have available. And Rachel, maybe if there's something special you're going to have that I'm not going to be able to get, could I reach out and ask you if you could get it for me? That is, unless you wanted it. But I'll have to look at it first. I know last year, Record Store Day Black Friday, I saw some really cool titles that weren't available. And Richard, I'm sure you've been searching the internet, looking at the Record Store Day.
Yeah.
Titles, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that. Dang it. Exactly. Absolutely. Did you hear that, Richard? Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Will Rachel be able to get me all the cool records? Definitely, definitely. See it, Richard? Definitely. All right.
Rachel, will you get me all the cool records?
Richard, that's between you and her. I already got my. I'm already set. Okay. Happy to help. That nice. There was no digital photography then, so I wouldn't know how. I would like to. So I've actually shot on film. I've shot 8 and Super 8, and when you have the actual film print in your hand, you actually can go in there with a razor blade, and you can go frame by frame by frame, and you can remove part of it from the actual film, and you can come back with a type of marker, and you can color back in. So most likely that's how it's done. A lot of the early colorizations was just that, someone sitting down with markers and coloring the sky blue. Yeah, so, and I know that takes hours upon hours and hours upon hours. Yeah. It's like the Beatles, we need money first. Are there is, Jill. There's recordstoreday.uk, there's recordstoreday.ireland, recordstoreday.Germany, recordstoreday.Canada. I don't even know, but we have recordstoreday.com, which is America, but there's Record Store Day International, and it's really neat to read that. And then, okay, I'm not saying anything I shouldn't say. There's an RSD3 title, which is the Post Malone. If anybody likes the Post Malone, I'm going to have to try to order some of those. So Jill, if you just do Record Store Day search and Record Store Day International, Record Store Day Canada, Record Store Day England, you can read all this cool stuff. I'll reach out to Simon, who lives in Cheshire. Let's see what he has. Australia, yes, absolutely. New Zealand, absolutely. I'm not sure exactly everything there, but I've looked at them before, and they're really neat to look at.
Nobody's coming on with us tonight.
Richard, I'm here. I'm here, Richard.
I meant me and you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you not happy with that?
No.
You're not happy with it? Then just leave. I'll be here all by myself. Me and Paul. I'll open up my iPhone and get Paul on town.
No, I mean that's fine. I'm just saying.
It's not about everybody else. It's about me communicating with everybody and talking to people and having fun with Kimba and Jill and Rachel and Adam and Mike and everybody else. I mean, yes, and Paul. Don't forget Paul. What do you say? I buried Paul. Put your hands down, Paul. Take your shoes off, Paul. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. It's the Adam Show. Rachel, it's got to be some kind of show, that's for sure. Okay, great. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel, I was telling Elliot, we're all having fun. Absolutely. Rachel, Elliot stops by here, from time to time. Elliot Cruz, Lazy Dog Records. He stops by from time to time, and it's always fun when he stops by. We always talk. And look, his foot moves. And I was telling Elliot, I said, Elliot, I really hope that I win Rachel's contest, because I'm going to request the money to go to a webcam so that Rachel can come hang out with me on my live chats, and put the money from the winnings toward a webcam. And so there we go. So my heart was full of good intentions for you, Rachel, but I had fun making that video. Absolutely. Yeah. Elliot is a super fun guy. I feel like I've known him forever. He's that kind of guy. And yeah. He and I had the same surgeon. And so we can always talk about that. Yeah, absolutely. Kimba, have you been adjusting to the time change? What did you do with your 3,600 seconds that you lost? Do you know his address? I do. Rachel, send me an email and I'll reach out to him and ask him if I can give it to you. Yeah, absolutely. Elliot's super cool. I have some via. Oh, good you. Yeah. Wow, Richard, it's just me again. And of course, Rachel, if it works out for whatever, I'm always glad to accept the package here for him if that is something he feels that would be better. You know, I'm all about that. I love some VCLT. Richard, did your package come in the mail?
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was able to sleep in before work today. All right. You know, I just woke up. I woke up and said, oh, I'm awake. And then I looked at my watch. My watch is analog. And then I looked at my iPhone or iPad. And, you know, of course, that time changes to the network. And so I...
Rudy, wake up,
Rudy. Oh, yeah. That would be a great surprise. That would be a good... You know, I got a record back there on hold for him. I'm afraid that if he doesn't come here and get it soon, that it'll get shuffled around and misplaced. I don't like that when it happens, because Ryan, one of my crate keepers, I got a record for him and I told him he could get it, but darn if I can't find it now. I think Mike is going to sleep. Night all. Yeah. Good night, Mike. He might be leaving. He may be going to sleep. I don't know. Yeah. But yes, you're able to send it to me. Well, if he's watching this chat, it won't be a surprise. Hey, there's Chris Laura. How are you doing, Chris? Chris, you're going to go visit with Jay. Be sure to tell Jay I said hi. I know Jay. Adam, how does your email address start? The first three letters. Well, it's therecordcrate@yahoo.com, which is no secret. I'm very transparent. My information is all over the world. And if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see it under the About. And then, of course, everything. Wonderful, Chris. I'm glad you're doing well. All my stars. Chris, I didn't even make it up to Wake Forest this week, which means good things, because I got some cool people up there helping out. And, yeah.
Where do you live, Adam?
I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, USA.
Now, you're in the same time zone as me, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Is it 9:21 there?
Yeah.
It's 9:23 here. I was just checking, Richard.
Because when I was going to go live yesterday, you said what time? Your time or mine? I was like, I think we're in the same time zone, aren't we?
We are in the time zone. Yeah. Hey, Chris, do you have a Record Crate shirt? It'd be great if you wore it when you went to go visit Jay. Of course, Jay probably won't be there. He's never at his shop. I say never. Mine too. Oh, okay, got you, Rachel. Thank you. And a lot of people don't even, when they go to somebody's channel, they don't even look at that information. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my package.
I am. I hope you got to make a video, Richard. You got to make a video of you cutting it open and opening up the package, and yeah, you got to make a video. Absolutely. But when you open the package, make sure you stand back a little bit, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to get one. I need to make some. I got to print some more. I still got to check out the Wake Forest location. I'm going back to Selma next weekend to handle some business. I would check out that location then. Thank you. I appreciate that, Adam. Be sure to go visit my buddy Jim over at A Matter of Record too, and say, oh, he's not open on. Well, if you go there on Saturday, he's not open on Sunday. Let's see. Hi, Jill. Adam, do you have either LPs by Ruby Star? Hello. Ooh, is it sealed? I'll get back with you. A Matter of Business. It's a matter of business, but it's also a matter of record is the name of the shop. So I'm not familiar with Ruby Star or Robbie Star, but I'm going to look it up right now and try to get a visual. Yeah. You will be crate keeping next Sunday. So Adam, if you go visit Record Crate Wake Forest on Sunday, you'll see Christopher there. He'll be crate keeping. Yeah. Okay, what am I looking for? Ruby or Ruby Star? Richard, what's your bird's name?
Richard.
Your bird's name's Richard?
Yep.
Is it Richard Jr.?
No, just Richard.
How did that happen?
What do you mean, how did it happen?
Well, how did it happen to have the same name as you?
Your name's Adam.
Yeah, but your bird's not named Adam. I asked you what your bird's name is, and you said Richard. And I said, "How did your bird?"
I thought you said what my birth. I thought you said what my birth name is.
Yeah, you have a bird, right? Tweet, tweet.
Yeah, birth. I thought you said birth, like my birth name.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your bird's name?
Oh, we just call him Gray Bird.
Gray Bird.
Yep.
Hey, Jill, what's that song by Elton John? Da da, gray bird, gray seal. Anyway, so she sang with Black Oak, Arkansas. Yeah, I have to look for that. Daryl. Oh my stars, she's a looker. I think I remember seeing her on the cover of Black Oak, Arkansas, or maybe that was somebody else. Oh my stars! If only Pat Benatar had dressed like this. Oh, has anybody? I told Daryl about this, but has anybody heard of a band called Nantucket? They were most popular in the 70s. Ruby sang with Black Oak. Yeah, I have a bone to pick with Jim. Yeah, well, I think you know, and I think I'm correct that he's not open on Sundays, and you know he closes early. Darn if he doesn't have the life. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah. So another thing I have to do tomorrow. Is today Sunday? Tomorrow's Monday. What's today, folks? Today's Sunday. Okay, so tomorrow's Monday. So one of the things I have to do tomorrow is start pulling things out for the auction, and so I'll be working on that too. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Nantucket, yes, absolutely, Nantucket. So the primary songwriter and the rhythm guitar player stopped by here on, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. He stopped by Thursday. And out of the blue, unexpected, and we had a good chat and I did a little interview. Oh, Chris, are you still there? Chris, I tried my best to piece this video together and I wasn't able to do it in iMovie. There could be a change with it. I don't know. I started to email you the files and say, help me, Chris, I can't get it together. And then just give you the credentials for the YouTube channel. But dang if I didn't want to get that video up. Yeah.
Any McCartney stuff?
I'm sorry?
Any McCartney stuff?
What do you mean?
Going to be in the auction on Tuesday.
I don't know. I might see what I can pull. I got to pull some stuff out of the vault. Yeah. But so anyway, it was really cool that he stopped by, and I didn't have any Nantucket for sale, but I went to the back. I'm going to put it in the chat. Rachel, you may or may not have heard of Nantucket. Um, they were our lovely band that we called band. Oh, you already put it in there. Yeah, Adam put it in there. They're from Jacksonville, North Carolina, and Leonard Skinner's from Jacksonville, Florida. But anyway, they did a flavor of Southern rock. I think sometimes it wasn't as Southern as you would think, but they had a song called Heartbreaker. They had many, many, many songs that were really good. And they were on Epic Records. They were on RCA Records. Yeah, so there you go. If you wanted to listen to him on YouTube, you can. So it was really neat that I met him before, but this was the first time he came in here and he says, I heard so much about this place I had to come and see for myself. And so I was able to sit down with him. I'm thinking Chris has already left. I'm going to have to reach out to him. I have a bone to, yeah. And so, yeah, it was really neat. He sat down for a little while and we talked. And of course, he got his hair cut. Last time I saw him, he had hair down to here, and it was kind of like yours, Richard, short. Not as short as mine. But you know, I brush my hair every night, Richard. You brush your hair before you go to bed?
No.
You're kidding me. You got to do it, man.
But you're gonna get your hair messed up when you're laying your pillow.
Oh no, my hair will be nice and combed, and oh my gosh, it's just awesome. By the way, the Nantucket Sleigh Ride Mountain, Mississippi Queen, not to be confused with your visitor, same, I'm not sure. They actually took the name from Mountain because of that song. Yeah, oh yeah, and so I sit down, I got some good video footage. Did Richard leave so he could brush his hair? I got some good video footage, asked some good questions, and he talked about, they went on the road with AC/DC. He talked about this band and this band and this band, and I'm looking forward to putting it up. And he signed some things for me. And he brought, he brought some stuff to give me, and he said he's coming back. And so that'll be really cool. Hope he does. So yeah, it was really neat. But he came in, 3 people came in, and one guy says, you know the band Nantucket? And I said, yeah, I sure do. He said, that guy wrote all the songs. And I looked up, I said, Tommy, what's shaking, my man? So that was really neat. And so there we go. Now, of course, in the band was this drummer named Kenny Soul. And Kenny Soul is a good musician. He's a good drummer. And he can, Nantucket continued. But Kenny ended up in New York City, ended up playing Marie McBride. And so he's done a lot of cool studio work up in New York City and had the opportunity to be on a lot of people's records and touring with a lot of bands. So he's done really well in that respect. So congratulations to Kenny for making that happen. And so that was really neat. We talked about Kenny a little bit. He comes down a couple times a year and they do a show with him playing bass and there's some other things. You're going to make me bust out the Nantucket record. Man, they're so good. I want them all. I don't have them all. I think I got they had a CD that was released in the 90s or something. I want to get a copy of. And you're going to make me bust it. Please do, man. It's awesome. They were, growing up as a kid, you heard them on the radio all the time. Which was fine, but they were, I don't know how big they were worldwide or nationally or beyond the East Coast, but I always said that you could be a band in New York City and get a major deal and become huge just being in New York City. So there you go. Raleigh is my hometown. Raleigh, but there's also Wendell and Knightdale and I actually live in Shotwell, but if I tell someone where Shotwell is, they have no idea. But Shotwell is where I live. Thank you so much, Rachel. I went to North Carolina State University. I majored in communications and business. I worked in radio, and listening to those playback tapes, those air check tapes, and you listen to yourself and you try to make yourself sound better. If I were to go to a family reunion today, you would think that I'm visiting from another state, but that's cool. I love my family and I love that. Yes, the suburbs. Yeah. Rachel, I have. When I eventually go live, you're here. I'm looking forward to that. Elliot, for example. Elliot has a wonderful voice. His voice kind of tells where he lives, and which is cool. Yeah, absolutely. Harnett County. I love Harnett County. I love that area. It gets flat there. It's not as flat here as it is there, and good people down there. Elliot's a wonderful example. Elliot, I don't think I'm sharing anything that he hasn't said online, but he taught school for many years. Yeah. Not as bad as some, though. No, you're not as bad as some. I mean, it's not a matter of being bad or good. It's just a matter of that's what you have, and I'm totally happy with that. I have a buddy that lives in Benson. He's not from Benson, but I can get on to Benson and I can just be amazed to hear people talk. I really can. It is cool, absolutely, yeah. And I love it when Elliot talks to Chester. Sure that yes, he has. Yeah. I don't think he shared his eyes though. Don't tell him, Rachel. Okay. But yeah, LA's cool people. Ooh, Richard looked very tired when he was talking earlier. He might have crashed. Rachel, please feel free not to answer, but I listen to you, Rachel, and I think about your career. I wonder what your job was, and please feel free not to share. I'm not prying at all. I don't think you were an educator. I think you were an attorney, or are an attorney. I think you practiced law. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So there you go. You don't have to answer. Please don't, unless you feel comfortable with that. So yeah, it's always neat to learn about people, where they live, what their culture's like, what the landscape's like, and yeah, I'll open book. That's cool. But anyway, well, I'm glad Joe and Tom's having a wonderful chat. I'm not sure I'm going to be here when they come back because I'm getting a little tired myself. It takes a few days to kind of swing things up. I don't even know what day it was, folks. I was saying earlier. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting ready for the auction. I have a new person starting with me. They're coming in for paperwork tomorrow in the Raleigh location. And she's very unique. She loves wonderful music like I love wonderful music, like you guys love wonderful music. And she's very knowledgeable with, ambient music, electronic music, experimental music, avant-garde music. And so that's really cool. She's going to help me with this big estate of CDs that I got. This is Daniel Landis. And, and just super rare CDs that I got. Now, we talk about vinyl being rare. Absolutely. I'm going to read that in just a second. Music Merge, John Cage, David Tudor, Takahisha Kosugi, to name a few people. Very avant-garde music. Crazy prices online for this stuff. And so she's going to help me with that. But it's only 9:30. You're exactly right, Jill. But spring forward. But it's only 9:30. It is, but it really should be 8:30. But last night I didn't sleep an hour long, so I feel like it's 10:30. I don't know. I'm confused. Truth be told, massive underachiever. 7 years university as a Christian type. Couldn't get my thesis passed. Had a very... Oh, come on. Don't they appreciate the fact that you spent all that money and you're going to walk around with your doctorate degree and saying, I'm Rachel and I graduated from a college. Dr. Rachel. Oh, my stars. Rachel, we'll help you with that. We'll help you with that. I'm good at writing stuff. I'm not good at making it. I'm not good with typos and all the English stuff, but I can make it. I can make it right. Yeah. My dad was RC. Oh, I've heard you say that before. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Yes, a Mountie, a Fed. He had big guns. Yeah. So, are they still called Mounties? Let's see. I want to make sure I understand. So, I've heard of Mounties. I've also heard of horses. And in my mind, was it Bullwinkle, Rocky and Bullwinkle? There was a, I don't know. But did your father, was he on a horse? Yeah. All PhDs, I'm 62. Retired. Too far. It got approved. Okay. Sometimes I have to approve messages, April. Not April. Rachel. Here we go. Nope. Yeah, here we go. This is what YouTube told me I had to approve. My liberal pals are all PhDs. I'm 62 and all retired, fat and happy, Adam. Too fat, but happy. Oh, well, I'm glad you're happy. I don't like to write either, though. I had to for my IT management job. Oh, a buddy of mine used to ask me to help him write his stuff all the time, and he would make it sound perfect. They do call them Mounties. Horses for formal occasions. There you go. Well, urbanized and motorized. Okay, cool. Rachel, I just retired at 56. Whew. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I have lost Richard. And I'm going to lose me if I don't get out of here, folks. You know what? I'm going to call it. Thank you guys so much. It really is a wonderful way for me to spend a Sunday evening talking to everyone. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. And sorry I can't stay up, but I got to hit the road and get out of here. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you being here. And sorry, coming to you. Good. Thank you so much, Rachel. Adam has got to go. Good night, Adam. Good night. Looking forward to your auction Tuesday night. Absolutely. And thank you, Jill. I appreciate it. It's a wonderful way. It's a wonderful way for Sunday evening to come to an end. But if I don't get out of here, I'm going to be asleep at the wheel. So there we go, folks. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you. I'm going to tell you a little bit of what's going to happen next week. Tuesday night, vinyl record auction, 7 p.m. Friday morning, Rachel, it might be hard for you, but if you're an early morning, at 8 a.m., I'm going to do coffee and vinyl, where we'll just have a 1-hour chat and we'll talk about it. And then I don't know, I got to price some records. and I got to go to Selma. I might go live Selma, but if I go live Selma, it'll be on StreamYard. I'm sorry, Streamlab, and so don't have that all stuff like that. Yep, Z's are calling. 3 hours. Yeah, but you got plenty of time to get ready for that. Yeah. You're up at 5 a.m. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, so that might work out if you're free on Friday. Come hang out with us, Rachel. Come hang out with us, and cool things like that. And then Paul, who was here earlier, which I've grown to love his morning chats. He does 9 a.m. and stuff like that. Rachel, I check your email and I'll get back with you probably tomorrow. And cool things like that. I got to ship some records tomorrow, and go live in Selma. I will do my best. Don't have the best reception down there. If I see George, I'll definitely tell him you said hi. And Jill, Rachel, Kimba, Adam, Mike, Joe, Tom, Richard, T, John, Daryl, Tanner, Adam, Kimba, Chris. Too many to recognize or forget to remember, but nice guy Mick, and sounds good. No rush. Hey, thank you guys so much. I will. I'll talk with you talk with you soon. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I do appreciate you coming out, hanging out, and it's been really fun chatting with everybody. So I'm going to say good night. Paul's going to say good night. Good night. So good night, everybody.